Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to see how to test Salesforce Agentforce agents from Visual Studio Code. As part of Agentforce agents development, it is crucial to test the Agentforce agents regularly as we do some changes to the agents. The prerequisite to test Salesforce Agentforce agents from VS Code are we have to install VS Code. So you can make use of this link. You can go to the VS Code website and then you can download it and install it based on your OS version. If you are using Windows, you have to download it. You have to download the exe file. And if you are going to use Mac OS, then you have to download the package accordingly. The next step is we have to install Salesforce extension pack within the VS Code. You can use this link and then you should be able to install Salesforce extension pack from the VS Code marketplace. Next, we have to install Agentforce DX VS Code extension. So you can use this link and then you should be able to install it. If you are using Code Builder, then you have to use this link and then you have to do it. As part of this video, we are going to use the VS Code in the Mac OS and we are not going to make use of Code Builder. Next, install Salesforce command line interface. Make sure it is up to date. If you wanted to set up a Salesforce project, then you can make use of these two links. You can make use of these two links so that you will be able to set up a Salesforce project for the development in your VS Code. The first step is we have to make sure we have the Agentforce agents that are available in your org or exported to your local VS Code. So for example here, if I go to Salesforce setup, these are all the Agentforce agents that are available in my Salesforce org. So we have to export this in our VS Code. So you can make use of this package.xml. Even the bot is not needed, but still if you want, you can export the bot so that you will have the Gen AI planner and as well as the bot. Whenever we run the Agentforce DX commands, it makes use of Gen AI planner, but I wanted to export the bot also. So you can make use of this package.xml and then you have to export the Gen AI planner. So here you can make use of this package.xml and then you can use sfdx retrieve source and manufacture from org so that it will retrieve the Gen AI plugin. Sorry, Gen AI planners. It is still exporting the Gen AI planners. We have to first create a agent test specification file. In order to do that, you have to make use of this command. So I'm going to make use of this command. Let this run and complete. This will extract a bot and as well as the Gen AI planner from my Salesforce org. Okay, let it run. Meanwhile, in the terminal, I'm going to run this command sf agent generate test specification. So test-spec. So this will create the Agentforce test specification. Let me clear this. I think I have already exported my Gen AI planners, so I'm not going to run this. I'm not going to export it again since I have already done it. So let's go to the terminal. Let's run this command. So this will create Agentforce test specification. It is asking me what am I planning to test it. I'm going to test on agent. As of now, only agent is available. So press enter. It is asking me which Agentforce agent I have to use. I'm going to say Agentforce service agent. If you wanted to do the testing for other agents, you can use up arrow and down arrow so that you will be able to select the Agentforce agent. So here I'm going to use Agentforce service agent. So this is my Agentforce service agent. It is asking me the name, so I'm going to give the name as a demo testing version 2, or let me give version 5. So it is asking me the test case 1. It is asking me for the utterance. This particular Agentforce agent is tied to data library, which makes use of Salesforce knowledge base. So I'm going to make use of this as the utterance so that it will bring this article information. So it is asking me next to select the expected topic. So it should take general FAQ, and then it should fire this answer questions with knowledge. So I'm going to select general FAQ, and then I'm going to select this action. Okay, you have to use space bar to select the action. So once that the action is selected, you have to press enter. It is asking me what is the expected outcome. In a natural language, you can say it should give the steps to cancel the customer subscription. It is asking me whether I have to add multiple use cases. I'm going to say no. So the specification is created. So this is the specification. You can check, you can verify whether everything is looking good. And then, so the first specification is done. It asked me all this information. I have entered all this information. If you wanted to customize, you can customize. For example, if you wanted to use context variable in your generated YAML file, you can definitely make use of the context variable also. The next step is we have to create the agent test. For that, you can run this command so that you can see how the XML file that will be generated, so that it will create the metadata for agent test in your Salesforce org. Let's run this command. Since I'm using preview, it won't create the Agentforce agent test. It will just create the XML file, and then it will be available in Salesforce VS Code, and then you should be able to verify that. So here I'm going to give the same name, demo testing v5, and I'm going to select this specification. So this is the this is the AA evaluation definition that will be created in your Salesforce org, and this is how the XML file will be looking like. After verifying this, next instead of using the preview flag, you can remove that preview flag, and then you have to run this same command. This will create the Agentforce agent test in your Salesforce org. If you wanted to verify that, let's see that. So here SF agent test to create. Before that, if you go to testing center in Salesforce setup, you should be able to see whether you have any Agentforce agent test. So as of now, I don't have any. So I'm going to create the first test agent test. It is asking me the name. I'm going to give the name as demo testing v5. I'm going to make use of this YAML file which we created. Okay, so it created the Agentforce test. I don't see any errors. If I refresh this, so it created the Agentforce test here. The next step is we have to run the Agentforce test in your development org. So the test metadata is created, but we have to run it. So let's see how to run it. So this is the command you have to make use to run the Agentforce test which you just created. In order to run it, you have to specify the API name of the agent test. So this is the API name. So let me copy that and you have to paste it here. So we don't need AI evaluation. So after the API name flag, you have to mention the API name of the Agentforce agent test. Okay. So it successfully submitted the job and this is the job ID. If you wanted to see the Agentforce test results, then you have to make use of SF agent space test space resume _job ID followed by job ID. So here this is a placeholder. You have to use the job ID which was submitted to run the Agentforce agent test. Since we already have this command here, you can copy this and then you can run this command. Okay, it ran, status is completed. It took 25 seconds. Outcome and metric pass is 100%. Topic is, it looks like it took a different topic. Okay, instead of SVC copilot template _ general FAQ, it took a different, okay, maybe I selected the wrong Agentforce agent action. So that's the reason it failed, but still it was able to fetch the correct knowledge article and then it was able to display. Let's look at the knowledge article and verify that. Okay, open the account, click subscription details, subscription number, subscription. Okay, let's verify that. Okay, I can see all those information here. When this is displayed, since we have double asterisk, LLM added or set this as in bold so that it will be readable and easy to understand. So with the help of VS Code and Salesforce Agentforce DX extension, we were able to successfully test Agentforce agent from VS Code. Please check the video description. In the video description, I have shared my blog post. From the blog post, you should be able to follow all the steps, whatever we discussed in this video, and then you should be able to successfully start testing your Agentforce agents from VS Code. I hope it was helpful. Thank you for watching.